was with my friend in Gdansk, in Poland, cruising down the street on our longboards, and I spotted this gorgeous little redhead. And I kind of doubled back 2 or 3 times, saw that smile, and as always, that's when you go in. Always act on the smiles. Started to talk, relaxed, holding space for her, holding the eyes, being slow, calm, really listening and revealing a bit about myself, finding out a bit about her. And then we proceeded to walk down the path and got to know each other more, and agreed to meet the next day at the beach. Things had been going quite well up until that point, but the real turning point of this whole seduction happened when we met the next day at the beach. Basically, there'd been lots of flirting and banter, nice, pleasant conversation, but it really changed when she asked me the simple but profound question of, what are my fears? And I felt so comfortable with her that I was just completely honest. This is something that, these sorts of things can be hard. We think that we can just open up about this stuff, but it actually can be quite difficult. And you really need to feel like you're in a safe space a lot of the time. And I wasn't sure how safe the space was, but I knew that in order to create that genuine emotional impact and create something on a deeper level that would really take things to the next level, I just had to really reveal myself there. Be completely honest, allow myself to be vulnerable and open, and talk about my fears, about the things that I've wanted to do in life, the obstacles that have kind of followed me, the challenges that continue to follow me, and how scared that makes me sometimes, not knowing what to do about it. And she really listened. She really wanted to know, and I really wanted to connect with her on that level. And then from there on, I asked her the same thing. She talked about her upbringing, the relationship with her parents, how alone she has felt coming to this new city and starting this university course, and just her relationships with men and where she's at right now, and kind of the affection and the connection that she's really been needing and hasn't been receiving. And she began to cry, and that got to me as well. And so, aside from all the other elements that were at work that I mentioned, that was kind of the key turning point. And from there, we were able to just be so comfortable in each other's presence. We had both listened to each other intensely, heard our stories, really genuinely wanted to know and really cared to know what was happening on that deeper level, and really holding the eyes throughout, and just allowing that space to really talk about those things that really matter, that we really want to share, and the things that are absolutely necessary for connecting on that emotional level. From there, things were basically effortless. Touching that had gone from just holding hands, had gone to really beautiful hugs and holding each other close and really embracing each other, and things just skyrocketed from there in a sexual direction. Eventually we went back to more pleasant, sort of easier conversation and more sexual sort of conversations. But that's what really mattered, I think, from that whole interaction. And that's she felt completely safe and comfortable in my presence. She felt so comfortable that she could really feel like she could talk about these things that had obviously been kind of plaguing her for a little while, and that she hadn't been able to talk to people about, not even family and friends. And just that comfort that was built, feeling that safe, allowed her to really open up and allowed things to really become beautiful for us. The highlight of this whole video has been about creating a strong emotional connection with the women that you meet, with the people that you meet, because it's something that's so important and can be quite difficult, but it's something that people are craving. People want to be heard. They want their stories to be heard. They want to open up. It's just that a lot of the time we don't feel like we're in a safe enough space to open up. We feel like we might be judged, and our ego might be threatened. And rather than dive into the fire there and risk that being judged and feeling even worse than we might already feel about ourselves in some way, people shy away. But people are really craving that genuine connection, and the women that you meet are genuinely craving that emotional connection. If you can create a space where the girl can feel truly at ease in your presence, where she can look you in the eyes and really feel like you are completely there with her and you're not fixated on anything or anyone else. And if she can really share those fears, and you can be okay with that, then you create the possibility of something truly beautiful. And from there, things can go in all sorts of directions, and it becomes really quite effortless. And that's what I found. From that point, it was effortless. So I hope that helps, and I hope that you can take that on board and start to think about how you can really connect better with the women that you meet, and from there start to have the amazing romances that you and her are both craving. Thanks for listening. See you next time.